Since December, and any nicks and bruises, just with everything, just want to make sure they're healthy.
Gardner talked last night about working with the receivers more the next 2 weeks, especially DeVonta, who missed some time. Like, in your mind, the next 2 weeks, how important is that now that he is the established starter to kind of get with these guys even on their own and kind of establish something together?
No, very important. And not just with DeVonta, with our entire offense. Colton Miller as well. Left tackle came back. So it's important that we just the chemistry and continuity, the splitting reps, that's over with now. It's Gardner's show, and he needs to be a leader and understand what we're lacking right now. And what we're lacking is not playing together throughout the camp like most teams, that have a starter from day one. So there's a lot of work to go there. He's taking some great steps forward. They're doing it in the film room, and we'll get another chance at it tonight.
How is Jackson coming along? Is he going to play on Friday?
No, we'll hold him out to the first game.
Starters not playing, what are you looking for from those guys that are maybe on that 53-man cut line coming up?
Yeah, we talked about it. Our theme this week was finishing. And I even go back to the 2 games, right? We had opportunities in both these last 2 preseason games to finish, and for whatever reason, we didn't do a good job in fourth quarter. And I told these guys they got a great opportunity for themselves, competing for a roster spot. And really, it's just not for the Raiders. It's the entire National Football League, because we know that we're not going to have everybody on our roster. There will be other opportunities on practice squad or other teams. So they're competing in front of everybody. And this is a big week for them. And I think it's really critical for some of the guys that we're going to play that, you might have 2 or 3 years in the league as well to prove that, they can take that next step. Because we got to continue to build depth within this team to have the team we want.
Antonio, I know that after Saturday you'll start kind of dialing in on the roster, but for you this is your first time where you're probably going to have to sit down with some players and talk to them about their future and hard discussions. Have you thought about that yet? How that's going to all kind of play out for you?
Yeah, to be honest though, I had some tough cuts last year in my 3rd game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Right after that with Marcus Peters. And that was difficult. But it's never easy. I don't think it's ever easy telling a gentleman that, they don't have a spot here, and you don't want to tell them that they can't play in the National Football League. You got to keep going. Sometimes it's just not your year. Might not be a fit. It might be a roster number. It might be a situation where you draft the guys at that position, wherever it may be. But I don't look forward to it. But it's part of the business. We all understand that.
AP, as a point of clarification on JPJ, did you say you're holding him out? He'll play in the first game?
Well, I'm hoping it is. Yeah. I mean, we got to ramp him back up. I mean, he hasn't even. I don't think we got a week worth of practice out of him. So, we got tonight, he'll be full go tonight. We got some more practices next week, and then we got the Chargers week.
Will he have enough time, or has he had enough time to show what he has in terms of making a case to be a starter?
No, we haven't seen enough.
Speaking of the depth, you've had some young receivers have good training camps. Look good. Is that one position where it's specifically going to be tough and you expect to see a lot of competition in this last game?
Yeah, Christian Wilkerson's done a good job down the gate, down the road. Guyton's popped up. Terrell Bynum, obviously, DJ Turner's, he's good. We're good with him. But there's some other guys that really, just stepped up, even in practice. And it's kind of, sometimes you get in the game, it doesn't work out that way where the gentleman or the receiver catches the ball and everybody does, he didn't do nothing. But there's a lot of opportunities that you see in film. We've gotten 1,000 team reps in situational football to evaluate these players. And obviously, we're very talented in that room with DeVonta and Jacoby and Trey Tucker that, that 5th, 6th spot and those guys on practice squad is going to be very vital for us.
A couple of guys that you've seen working with the number 2s and 1s, Phelan Sanford and Moog Governor, have they kind of moved the needle a little bit here?
I'll just think that's because guys are in and out the lineup, filling in.
Who got hurt yesterday, it looked like? Is there an update on him?
I don't think he got hurt yesterday. Who?
Yeah.
He finished practice from what I remember. He's on an injury report, so no.
AP, when teams go through a quarterback battle, they can be divided, and your guys' answer is they don't care, they just want to win.
Yep.
What is it about the mindset of the culture you built that your guys are just all in and whoever's under center?
Yeah, I told these gentlemen when I met with both of them individually the other day, I appreciate their professionalism, how they approached it. It really carried out through our entire building, our staff, our players, of how they conducted themselves. There was no bickering back and forth. They really cheered each other on, but it was competitive, right? And even at the end, I mean, Gardner goes out there yesterday in first practice, and Aiden's right behind him, cheering and rooting him on. And then when Aiden got the opportunity, Gardner's doing the same thing. So, I mean, we talked about that brotherhood and getting close together and doing what we did at Costa Mesa, and these 2 gentlemen are prime examples of that.
You determine whether Aiden's playing Friday night?
No, he's not playing.
Sorry about that. I just checked my notes. Jaden Grant left.
There you go. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah. I was about to say, you got me. I wanted to tell you the answer, but you looked at me crazy, so I was like, I'll let you go with that one.
And Tony, how big of a lift does it give the offensive line to get Colton Miller back?
Man, it's that veteran presence. I think it's no different than what you heard Trey Tucker, Jacoby, all these other guys talk about when Devontae came back. When you got a left tackle with a presence, the ability like Colton Miller, it just, man, I ain't gonna lie, I felt at ease yesterday watching Big 74 go out there. But he's done a really good job, even on PUP, being around, being vocal. He took Jackson Powers on his side, was really doing some things on the side with him, just getting his psyche, understanding, look, man, you're a rookie. You know, everything doesn't work out the first year for you, and just bringing him along. But obviously, we're talking about one of the better left tackles in football and one of our better offensive players on our team.
What have been your impressions of Carter Bradley as far as being a guy, maybe a developmental guy in the future?
Yeah, no, listen, the first game, all he did was hand the ball off 9 times, and then we let him sling it last week. So, and he did a good job again last night. So it'll be good to see him in his first half sling it and see what he does in the third quarter as well. But I think he's done a good job of growing. Like all rookies, you have your ups and downs, and I think, you know, when you have a quarterback battle, there's not a lot of reps there. So there wasn't a lot of opportunities for him, but he'll have a good chance to show off tomorrow night, or 2 nights.
Robbie Leonard told me that last year he didn't even really like coaching Matthew Butler. And now he loves him, can't wait to get into the film room with him. Max is bragging, and he told me Matthew did it just about growing up.
Yep.
I'm curious about your pride and what you've seen from him this offseason becoming who he is.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going to it. You know, a guy comes in his rookie year, they think they got it all figured out, they don't. And it takes you a while. You don't know what year is going to click, right? It could be year 2, might be year 4 for Matthew Butler. Year 3, I think also what happened to him last year, you know, getting cut, getting on the practice squad, other guys beating him out. I mean, he came in with a chip on his shoulder, and then he got nicked up a little bit in the spring and came back, had a hell of a training camp, and he's still fighting his way on. You know, he'll have a great opportunity on Friday night to prove himself, but the amount of work that he's put in the offseason, I mean, he was here from February all until the end, didn't leave. You can see it in his body. You can see it again. He just needs more reps and development, but everything you ask him to do, he does.
So tough day for the little leaguers today. Any advice about? I know you did a video to kind of they shot on the game to kind of pump them up. Any advice on bouncing back from the loss?
No, it's just tough. We ordered a bunch of hats, but, you know, we're going to keep rooting them on, and we'll really be excited when Adam gets back here. We'll have him do some pregame speeches because I guess he's doing a good job of that with the little league guys. But, man, hats off to those guys because when Adam first told me about it when we went to California, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I thought it was kind of cool. Then I realized how cool it was that there was going to be a World Series. So, man, we, on all our televisions, we've been watching and dialed in. We were dialed in today, and, you know, at the end of the day, man, they put a great effort in. They represented, you know, Nevada well, and we're proud of them.
Yes, sir.
Last thing, appreciate all the alumni and everybody coming out. There'll be about 250 of those gentlemen out there, and there's nothing like our alumni being around. Our team loves it, and we'll put on one more show for them at practice. All right, thank you guys.
Do you like BLTs?
I don't dislike them, but I think you need a couple of those. So when you get it, you can't.
I'm gonna go to Claim Jumper and get a lobster one. Do you like lobster?
Okay. But this BLT, you might have to just go with BLT. No lobster, at least for the first one. Also, maybe